Hey everyone, this is Aisha Earningwali, and today I'll come with another topic. And so today my topic is to discuss the importance of sleep, how to build a healthy sleep routine. So let's call ChatGPT. Hey, how are you? Hey, hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's everything going?
Yeah, I'm good, Alhamdulillah. So today my topic is we discuss the importance of sleep and how can we build a good sleep routine.
Absolutely. That sounds like a really important topic. Sleep is such a foundation for overall well-being. Where would you like to start? Are you thinking about the science behind sleep or maybe practical tips for a routine?
So we will discuss both the tips and also the science behind a good sleep. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. So we can break it down. First, we'll talk about the science, how sleep cycles work, how they affect things like brain function and stress. Then we'll pair that with practical tips like how to set up your room, avoid caffeine late in the day, and create that calming bedtime ritual. Sound like a plan?
Yeah. Okay. So tell me, how does sleep contribute to overall physical and mental well-being?
Yeah, absolutely. So sleep is like a reset for both body and mind. Physically, it supports things like tissue repair, immune function, and even regulates hormones like growth hormone and cortisol. And mentally, it's crucial for memory, emotional regulation, and cognitive performance. Without enough sleep, both focus and mood take a hit. So it really is foundational.
Yeah. So my next question is, what are the key stages of sleep and why is each stage important for recovery?
Yeah, great question. So, sleep actually has several stages and they cycle throughout the night. We have light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. Light sleep helps us transition between awake and deeper sleep. Deep sleep is when prime physical restoration happens, muscle repair, immune strengthening. And REM sleep is key for memory, learning, and emotional regulation. So, each stage plays a big part in keeping us sharp and healthy.
Yeah. So my next question is like, what is the relationship between sleep and emotional regulation?
Ah, that's a really important one. So, when we get good sleep, especially during REM stages, our brain processes emotions better. It helps us manage stress, reduces emotional reactivity, and basically keeps us more balanced. But when we don't sleep enough, it's like our emotional circuits go haywire. We become more irritable, anxious, and just less able to regulate those feelings. So, sleep really is a key part of emotional balance.
Yeah. So how much sleep is scientifically recommended for different age groups?
Yeah, great point. So, generally for adults, it's about 7 to 9 hours per night. Teenagers need a bit more, around 8 to 10 hours. And kids and younger children often need even more, sometimes 10 or 11. Of course, everyone's a bit different, but those are the general science backed guidelines. So, it's really about your age and what your body needs.
So how does chronic sleep deprivation affect long-term health outcomes?
Yeah, that's a big concern. Chronic sleep deprivation is really linked to some serious health issues, things like heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and even cognitive decline. It also raises inflammation in the body, which is a risk factor for a lot of chronic illnesses.
Yeah. So my next question is like, how does chronic sleep deprivation affect long-term health outcomes?
Yeah, that's a really important one. So, when sleep deprivation becomes chronic, it's been linked to a higher risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, stroke, even some cancers. And on top of that, it can really impair cognitive function like memory, decision making, and even increase the risk of depression and anxiety. So, it's really a long term risk factor for many serious conditions.
Yeah. So how does sleep affect memory consolidation and learning capacity?
Yeah, so sleep is actually crucial for memory consolidation. During sleep, especially in those deep and REM stages, your brain replays and strengthens the neural connections from what you learned during the day. So without that sleep, your ability to retain and apply new information really drops. Basically, sleep is like a backstage pass for solidifying everything we learn and experience.
So in what ways does sleep influence productivity and workplace performance?
Yeah, that's a big one. When we get enough sleep, we're sharper, more focused, and we make fewer mistakes. It helps with creativity, decision making, and even emotional resilience, so we handle stress better. On the flip side, when we're sleep deprived, we struggle with concentration, have slower reaction times, and overall just get less done. So, good sleep is really a secret productivity superpower.
So, what role does sleep play in immune system function?
Yeah, that's really interesting. So, sleep actually boosts your immune system in a few ways. During sleep, your body releases cytokines. Those are proteins that help fight infection, inflammation, and stress. So, if you're consistently sleep deprived, your immune response gets weaker, making you more susceptible to illness. So, good sleep is really like a daily immune boost.
Yeah. So, how can lack of sleep contribute to stress and burnout?
Yeah, that's a really big connection. So, when we don't get enough sleep, our stress hormones like cortisol stay elevated, which makes us feel more on edge. Over time, that constant stress can lead to burnout, feeling exhausted, unmotivated, and just unable to recover. So, sleep is really one of the best buffers against chronic stress and burnout.
Yeah. So another question is that if we do some home remedies and we are not healthy or fit and we can take medicines or supplements like this, so how can we improve our sleep? And it is mostly usually happens to like some middle aged or old age persons. So what should we do then?
Yeah, that's a really common challenge, especially as we get older. So, a few things can help. Things like keeping a regular sleep schedule, reducing caffeine or alcohol later in the day, and making sure the bedroom is really dark and quiet. Some people also find things like melatonin supplements or magnesium helpful, but I'd say it's always good to check with a doctor first, especially if you're on other medications.
Yeah. Did you suggest like some exercises or something like that we can improve our sleep? Because many people don't have the routine of
Yeah, absolutely.
exercises, and they do not like do core hard type exercises, but they can do like simple or easy step.
Yeah, exactly. So simple things like light stretching, gentle yoga, or even a short evening walk can really help. And even some breathing exercises or a bit of mindfulness can calm your body down before bed. So it's really about consistency with these small, gentle movements. Nothing too intense, just enough to relax your system.
Yeah. So my next question is, how does exposure to screens before bedtime impact sleep patterns?
Yeah, that's a really big one. So the blue light from screens like phones, tablets, or TVs suppresses melatonin production, which is the hormone that helps you fall asleep. So if you're staring at screens right before bed, it can shift your sleep cycle, making it harder to fall asleep and get good quality rest.
Okay, how do diet and caffeine consumption influence sleep quality?
Yeah, so diet plays a huge role. If you eat heavy meals close to bedtime, your body stays busy digesting, which can disrupt sleep. And caffeine is a big factor too. Since it's a stimulant, if you have it late in the day, it can delay sleep onset and reduce sleep quality. So ideally, you want to limit caffeine in the afternoon and keep a light, balanced dinner.
Yeah. So how can mindfulness or meditation improve sleep consistency?
Yeah, that's a great point. So, mindfulness or meditation helps by calming your nervous system. It reduces that racing mind, lowers stress, and helps your body shift into a more relaxed state. So, just a short daily practice, like focusing on your breath or a body scan, can make it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep.
Yeah. So what habits should be avoided to prevent sleep disruption?
Yeah, so a few big ones to avoid. First, late night caffeine or alcohol, since both can disrupt sleep cycles. Also, avoid intense exercise right before bed. And try not to use your bed for things like work or screen time. Keep it just for sleep and rest. That helps your body associate the bed with wind down time.
How can technology be used positively, for example, sleep trackers, to improve sleep habits without creating dependency?
Yeah, that's a great balance to strike. So, sleep trackers can be super useful. They give you insights into patterns like how long you spend in each sleep stage or how your bedtime affects your rest. but it's all about using them as a guide, not a crutch. So maybe check them once in a while, but don't obsess over every detail.
So did you suggest like some like good things for eating to uh, good sleep for good sleep?
Yeah, definitely. So things like having a small snack with tryptophan, like a bit of yogurt or a banana, can help boost serotonin and melatonin. And foods rich in magnesium, like leafy greens or almonds, can also relax muscles. Just keep it light, no big heavy meals right before bed, and stay consistent.
Okay, thank you so much. This is all from my side. It would be a great conversation. Uh, uh, I'll come with another topic with another session. Till then, stay connected. Take care.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really glad the conversation was helpful. I'll be here whenever you're ready for the next one. Take